The iPad mini 7 is not coming out in October, but don't fret, there's still some good news. So in this video, I'll talk about the latest leaks and rumors surrounding the iPad mini 7, when its new expected release date is, and I'll also include some potential bad news about the iPad 11th gen. Let's start with what's new on the iPad mini 7. In case you haven't seen any of my previous videos, the iPad mini 7 is the latest successor to the 2021 iPad mini 6. And it's been a little bit long since that's released. Apple is planning to release a new iPad mini 7 that will feature an 8.3-inch display, a fix for the annoying jelly scrolling issue, a change to the camera orientation, and a few more things. In terms of the specs and what's inside of the iPad, it's still not looking like we're going to get any of the M series chips, unfortunately. So we're not going to get the M2 that was released inside the iPad Air 2, and we're also not going to get the M4 that is in the Pro. That might be coming later, but for now, it's going to stick with an A series chip. Which chip, you might ask? According to the latest leaks and rumors, the upcoming iPad mini 7 will either have the A17 Pro chip or the A18 chip that's currently in the iPhone 16. I think it'll probably be the A18 chip, but either way, both of these chips will most likely be able to power and support Apple Intelligence. Apple will most likely not give the iPad mini 7 an M series chip due to its small size and heat dissipation issues. However, while that would be great and it is on my ideal checklist, at the end of the day, this is still going to be really powerful and will enable you to do a lot of things that you do with any of the other iPads. If you are going to need more power in the small form factor, then you're going to be looking at the iPad mini Pro, which unfortunately doesn't look like it's going to come out next year. It's most likely going to come out in 2026, 2027, or a year after that. But we do know that Apple will be adding an OLED display on those devices, which is another thing that the iPad mini 7 that's coming out soon will be missing. There won't be any ProMotion 120Hz display. That will be saved for the Pro model that's coming in the future. Let's talk about the price. If you're curious about how much the new mini will set you back, according to the latest leaks and rumors, the base model will come in at the exact same price as the iPad mini 6 is currently selling for. As I mentioned in my previous video, the iPad mini will also come in at 128 gigs at that base model. So there will no longer be a 64 gig option, which is so annoying when you buy this after your return window, you run out of space and can't return it, and you're stuck with such a small storage for life. 64 gigs is not it in 2024. All right, so let's talk about the release date of the iPad mini 7. We are getting closer, so it's a little bit easier to confirm when this is going to come out. And a lot of people expected the iPad mini 7 to release in October. But of course, this all depends on Apple's October event. This is when they usually announce their upcoming product, and then we can expect the product to come out about a week or so later. According to the latest leaks and rumors, the Apple event will happen on October 28th or November 4th of next month. And like I said, Apple usually releases their products a couple of days to a week after they're announced. That means that we won't see the iPad mini at least until November. While this may seem long, it isn't that far off and will be great timing for Apple. Right now, they're getting a lot of flack for not releasing Apple Intelligence, so this will give them a little bit more time to make sure that that launch is fully rolled out, and that means that the iPad mini that will be coming out will also support these features. But going all the way back to the positive side of things, if Apple does have an event at the end of October, then according to Mark Gurman, we can expect the iPad mini to come out November 1st. If you are hoping for an iPad 11, you're not going to be as lucky. This is where the real bad news is. Gurman didn't list the iPad 11th gen with the rest of the Apple products expected to come out in October, November. Further to that, display analyst Ross Young, who is also a leaker, stated that the displays for the iPad 11th gen will not ship out until October. That will definitely mean that the iPad 11th gen won't debut in the October event. According to leaks and rumors, the iPad 11th gen will come out with the MacBook Air, which according to Gurman will not come out until the first quarter of 2025. And that means January or March. Anyways, what are you looking forward to in the iPad mini 7? Let me know down below in the comments. And while you're there, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. Peace.